So this would basically, we give you the code to install this on your site, like you've seen on the previous examples. All the customer's going to have to do is come in through, start to enter their address, and it's going to automatically pull up so you can make sure it's a valid address. Just going to click on the certain address. Going to go through into their first name, last name, phone number, email, obviously, and of course for our demo, this is just some fictitious stuff, but the people will be entering their normal and valid information. With my company, we only could service properties that had a gate that was 36 inches or larger. So obviously here for the demo, we have no gate or a gate, but your instance could say a gate larger than 36, just to make sure and qualify that homeowner to make sure that we can actually service their property. So for this, we're just going to say there's no gate. We're going to click see price. It's going to show them a quick little demonstration on what we want them to do, which is basically coloring in the entire surface area versus just making a perimeter on the outside, outlining it. This is just to clarify for people who might not understand it right before they get into the measuring aspect of it, so they know exactly what we need to give them accurate pricing. Once they go through that, it's literally just to the coloring stage. So we're going to go through. This is going to be done on mobile or desktop, which obviously you can see desktop is a little bit more difficult if you're not a steady hand, but you guys get the idea of it. Most of the stuff's going to be done on mobile anyways. So the idea is, okay, let's say if they way over measure, they come through here and measure in this. Well, they just click the eraser and they can just go through and erase where they over measured. So even then, it's not that big of a deal. So let's finish this up. So basically, they're going to click save. But before I do that, when they click that save button, it's actually going to take a screenshot of this measurement that they made. So once again, like Mike mentioned earlier, you can say in your terms and conditions, hey, we're going to make sure that your measurement is accurate so we can hold the customer accountable to say, hey, if you guys tried to, jimmy out on a cheap price with us, like we're not going to let that happen. So, and like Mike said, this will be available in Service Autopilot, but also as the SimpleEstimate standalone software, you'll be able to see this image also. So they're going to go through, click save. It's going to show the lead information just to verify that their address is there. Now, mowing, most people are going to be providing this service. We're also allowing people to choose between bi-weekly and weekly. So the people in the southern states, like let's just say Arizona, to where they can do a bi-weekly or a weekly service, you're going to be able to select one of those. And the cool thing about it is once they add like this bi-weekly no gate to their cart, they're not going to be able to add the no gate or the weekly no gate. So we went through and built the logic to where they can only select one service to really idiot-proof this as much as we can. So let's say we want to do mowing that's bi-weekly. Fertilizing, we also have the option to where a lot of people are going to offer like a 5 or a 7 round package. We're going to be able to show here, it's probably a little small on your screen, but 65 bucks an app, 5 apps is going to total 325 bucks. So let's add those two. You can see here the cart actually updated to 2 items in the cart. There's a flyout where you can actually see what's in there. Then they can click checkout down here. And this is going to take them to the checkout page. Once again, their contact info and address is on top. It's going to show them what they exactly added to the cart. It's going to show them their total. Terms and conditions. This was some of my terms and conditions I had. In the first one, like we mentioned before, all measurements are going to be reviewed for honesty and accuracy. If there's any untruthful measurements, it's not going to be accepted. Speaking from experience using this, we had only about 3 or 4 people and it was an honest accident that they just made a perimeter measurement. So that's why we had in the beginning that quick little demo to show exactly what we wanted to do. So once that's been adopted, there's been very, very minimal mismeasurements made. And we can have this terms and conditions either displayed or hidden. It's up to you. It's completely customizable with that. All of these terms and conditions can be, the verbiage can be customized to whatever you guys want. So then they're going to go through, they're going to click order. It's going to take them to the order confirmation page with an order number and what they purchased. So from this point, you'll get an email from SimpleEstimate. It's going to say, hey, Josh just purchased mowing bi-weekly without a gate and also a 5 round FERT package. It's going to give you the prices of those. It's going to give you budgeted hours, the turf square footage measurement, and also the snapshot image. So everything you need to enter that job into SA or into any other CRM. And if you're not using a CRM, this is a perfect opportunity to just get started with a very smaller software so you can work your way up into a more full-fledged CRM. This is going to be pretty much, I mean, it probably took me a couple minutes to go through with explaining it, but I mean, we can, like Mike said, go through about a minute and a half from the lead wanting to check out prices to purchasing and having it signed up.